Hey, what's going on? This is KLA, Cloud the Wanderer, and I'm here with a lovely guest. Her name is Kate Winchester. She's an INBA pro, and she's also a fitness coach. And she's here to tell her how she got started in bodybuilding and her experience, all together. So, hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, you're from New Zealand. Wow.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I never had a. You're like my first guest that's from New Zealand. I had Australians, but I
Oh,
never had. Yeah, never had. I know you guys y'all have like a different time zone, and I was trying to look for the time zone. It was like, oh my God, what's going on? My head was like about to explode. I can't because it has like three, like I mean, like two different time zones, like the GMT 12 and GMT 13, and I couldn't really, understand that, but
no,
it's
we're
yeah.
crazy here because we have daylight savings where we put the clocks back so we get an extra
Yeah,
hour.
we got
Yeah,
that too.
it's
We also
crazy.
got that. Yeah,
You do?
we
Oh,
also
okay. Yeah,
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
yeah.
But no, it doesn't make these sort of calls easy, does it?
No. But I mean, we you figured it out for me. You helped me, so I appreciate it. You
No
know,
worries.
yeah. So so tell me about the INBA pro. Like I think I had a guess, and you're a sports
That's
model
right.
pro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's I'm still recovering from the excitement.
Okay.
It was just at the end of June. So what, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got my INBA pro card as a sports model, and I'm 61.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that kind of was a bit of a dream come true. So I never actually thought I would ever be standing on that stage with a pro card. So yeah, it was an
Okay.
amazing experience. Yeah.
Wow, so you got your pro card just recently. Like what
Yeah.
we how many weeks it has been for you?
It was the 27th of June of this year. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Cool. Wow. Was you
still
expecting it?
I no, I wasn't really. I have just shifted to INBA here in New Zealand, and I really like the whole vibe of the federation.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you kind of no, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. So it was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Okay. So how was well let me first start it off. Like how did you get started into bodybuilding?
Yeah, well, it the other great thing for me is it's my 10-year anniversary this year of me first stepping on stage. So back in
Mhm.
2016, I was a runner. I was just going through a tail end of a messy relationship breakup, and I'd finished and graduated as a behavior analyst, and I decided I wanted to demonstrate it on myself, behavior change. I'd never worn a bikini. I had never, ever done anything like bodybuilding. I'd never stepped in a gym, and I decided to set myself a challenge of stepping on stage at the end of that year, and I applied all the experience I had from my training, my psychological experience, my behavioral experience, and yeah, got up on stage in October 2016 at the age of 51. So it was Yeah, it's been an incredible 10 years. It really has.
Okay. Wow. So you're a behavior specialist?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, how
It's
long you been doing that?
well, I graduated in 2016, so yeah, it was,
Okay.
and it's actually an American qualification. It's, a board certified behavior analyst, and I have worked in schools, I've worked with clients. I now work with clients online as a private coach, and yeah, it's just been so exciting to be able to support people to make active change, not just talk about it, which is what we tend to do.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, I've been really blessed with the people I've worked with and the people I've met along the way.
Okay. Like with does that when you say that, like, is it like depression or people that go through like mental? I'm just trying to understand it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, my primary clients, because I don't class myself as a therapist, I'm a
Oh, okay.
coach. So when people approach me or I talk to people, I gauge whether they're ready for coaching, because sometimes people still need to process the experience they've been through, and I that's not what I do now. I sit with people where they are, but it's all about where are we going from here? What are we
Okay.
gonna how are we gonna grow and evolve? And that's a really important distinction for me as a coach. Um, and the way I do it is I ask people about, what have they tried? What are they prepared to do? How badly do they want to do something different? And that gives me an idea about where they're at and whether they're ready.
So it's more like you helping them do like a self improvement of themselves.
Yeah, yeah, it is,
Yeah.
but it's active, and it's very much a collaboration. Uh,
Yeah.
it's not about me telling them what to do. Obviously, I've got an area of expertise. I understand why we do what we do, but people who come to me, I always say, "You're the expert on yourself," and we come together and we try and figure out how we're going to, put a plan in place and take some steps to doing what we wanna do. A
Yeah.
lot of it is about people getting into alignment with what they actually want out of life, because often what we want and what we believe is very different from what we're actually doing.
Right.
There's
Right.
a big gap, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can understand. I mean, it starts with you. You know, there's so much that you can do, and but the person that really has to try to figure out is the person that you're helping. You
mhm,
know,
yep,
so
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and not a lot of people like that, KLA. You know,
yeah,
they it's quite confronting, because we're working towards what actions are you gonna take? What are you actually what's and the other one is what is the smallest step you can take?
yeah.
That
Like
people
like I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No, I was gonna ask you like with like like are you like in your job, like is it like a reference to like employment or like trying
Fine.
to find
Yeah.
somebody or yeah,
Um,
that's what I want to.
to be honest, most people come to me, my target market appears to be people who are just going, like, "Is this it? Is this
Yeah,
what life's about?" So they're usually over 40, and they're kind of questioning everything they've done, and it's usually women, and what they've noticed is it's all about them giving. giving, giving. They're worried about everybody else in their life, and they're wondering why they're feeling nothing is happening for me.
Yeah.
And they often feel resentful, they feel guilty for feeling resentful, and they feel guilty because they want more out of life and that they should be satisfied with what they've got. And it all resonates with me because that's where I came from. I had everything going for me, and then everything kind of imploded. And so everything I share with my clients is stuff that I have used and I know it works. And my
Okay.
role is to go, maybe it'll work for you. I'm sharing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's shift gears, but like but it kind of pertains to it. Like, how did you do it with bodybuilding? Like, you said you started 10 years ago,
Yeah, yeah.
and like, how was your process
Okay.
in
So
doing it?
when I was a runner, so I had endurance, but I had no shape, no shape. And I used what we call, some basic steps from behavior analysis, which is you find somebody who knows what they're doing, you get some instructions, you follow those instructions, you get feedback from that person, and you keep repeating that cycle.
Okay.
So, I found someone who'd done it before. She was actually somebody I knew from my horse network, my equine network. She coached me. She gave me the instructions. We met regularly via video to get feedback on how I was doing. I tweaked things, just kept rehearsing, practicing, feedback, and that is that rinse and repeat. Just keep
Yeah.
going, keep going. Um, and it's the missing link for a lot of people who want to make changes is taking the feedback and applying it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, let me show some clips of you. Yeah. Now, like through that like duration before you got your pro card, how many shows you attended?
Um, I got my pro card at my 13th show.
13
So,
show. Oh wow, you did
yeah,
13 shows. Wow.
13 shows, yeah. That was
Wow.
my first show, that one there.
Okay. Yeah, like is there like a lot of bodybuilders in New Zealand? Because I don't hear too many bodybuilders from New Zealand. Mostly Australia. Australia, it ain't that many too. So
Yeah, we're a very small country, but we
yeah.
have, I think we've got 4 or 5 federations here, which is
Mm,
actually a little bit I think it's too much because it spreads people too thin. Um,
okay.
it is very popular. I don't know the numbers actually, that would be interesting. Um, but that was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year.
Like, do you work on your poses? Like, do you have
Yeah,
like somebody that help you work on it?
I did. I'm coaching myself at the moment, which is not very
Okay.
easy. It's quite challenging.
Right.
Posing is really yeah, it's really full on, and I think you do benefit from that groundwork with somebody who knows what they're doing. I use a lot of videos from just online, and
Mm,
I do the same principle. I watch them, I practice it. The only thing I'm missing is feedback. So the challenge there is to critique your own work, which is not always
yeah.
easy.
So you guys like your division has like a thing where they wear dresses and stuff. Wow.
Yeah,
I've talked to yeah, the competitors, I think from the INBA, and they compete, with dresses and stuff like that,
Yeah,
so yeah.
yeah,
I know, yeah, I've attended some bodybuilding shows, but they don't do stuff like that. Like they have like I don't know if you're familiar with IFBB, but
yes, yep,
they have like these divisions, 6 divisions,
yep,
and so they don't have the stuff that you guys do. I mean, it's interesting, like your division, because it has like an elegance to it. You display dresses, and you have like certain little athletic outfits that you pose to. Like, what
yep.
are the like divisions that's in New Zealand with the INBA?
N These are international divisions as well, INBA, ICN, and WFF, which are all in New Zealand, are also international. They have
Okay.
a sports model class, and the other class with the dresses is a glamour class. And I think what those classes do is they allow people who are maybe interested in getting up on stage and getting into
Yeah.
bodybuilding,
Matter
but
of fact, there's somebody. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get. There's
right.
somebody that I've interviewed. She's in the IMDA. Where she's here in America. She's in California and stuff, and it's similar to what. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so it kind of opens it up to people who wanna try it out and give it a
Yeah.
go, and then people get the bug, and then you discover that you're actually really into this, and then you might wanna move into the more muscular classes. I
Right.
really just like the model classes. I don't wanna go into the more muscular, divisions like the figure, and I've got so much joy out of doing, yeah, the sports model, which is my favorite class.
Mhm. Right.
But,
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
no,
No, you.
it's just
Now go
fun.
ahead. Yeah. Okay. Now I was about to say, yeah. You got to do what fits for you.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
yeah,
know some women, they don't want to be too muscular, and like some of the divisions, um, they really are they really don't have they have limited shows with the most muscular women. And so, like, it's this other division. It's called Fit Model. Fit Model.
yes.
It came out like last year. It's like considered like the most hated one so far by
Oh, wow.
majority of times FBB fans and stuff, because since its arrival, it from my understanding, women's bodybuilding have limited shows, and a lot of the shows, they cut women's bodybuilding, and so it had
Mm,
like a resentment there,
mm.
so yeah, so
Yeah, and there's a lot of misconceptions around bodybuilding as well from, like, the general public, from people who
yeah,
don't know anything about it as well. Um, but, you touched on that getting too bulky, and I laugh because people don't realize how hard it is to get too bulky.
yeah,
You're not gonna go to the gym and suddenly wake up looking like Arnold. Um, so I think women have been led to believe that it's easy for them to suddenly become bulky by accident. And yeah, you're gonna have to put in the work to get bulky.
yeah,
Um, but you also touched on something that's important, which you've gotta do it for you. Um, I've stayed in sports model. I've had feedback that I should do figure because I go very lean. I get very lean very easily. But like you said, it I don't want to. It doesn't bring me I don't aspire
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
So
and then that's why they have all these divisions. Before it used to be women's bodybuilding. I don't know if you knew too much about bodybuilding like
No, I
in the
don't
past,
know
but
history.
they
No.
they they had women's bodybuilding. You know, they had like lightweight female bodybuilding and women's bodybuilding. It was just women's bodybuilding, but then over the time, it just became with women's physique, figure,
Yeah.
and you know um other divisions and stuff. So,
Mm.
but yeah, I think you know it's how people kind of view it also and stuff, and yeah, it's a lot there. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
What?
think the magic of having, lots of different federations. I mean, you guys have got the population to support that, but, you can find where you fit, and you can try them out and go, "Where do I actually fit from a criteria point of view as well?" Because, yeah, it is very subjective. I still say it's subjective, right?
Yeah,
Um So sometimes you've just gotta explore, where do I fit in? Where do I feel at home? And where do I feel I belong?
yeah.
Um,
Now, so like with your division sports model, like how many poses you guys do? Is it similar to bikini?
yeah, INBA, you come in and you do a very short T-walk, and then it's
Okay.
straight into, your comparison round, where you all line up and do the mandatory poses. So, yeah, it would be similar to bikini.
No.
Um,
Yeah.
and wellness is another one. Have you you know
Oh, you got wellness in there.
Yeah, we've got
Okay.
wellness.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's opened up the door to a lot more people as well.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, that's good. Like that you had like during your duration before you got the pro card, was there like a show that you could have done better but you didn't?
yeah, just about every show.
Okay.
Yeah, I when you reflect, and strangely enough, when you talked about posing, it's always, "Oh, I could have done that. I could have tightened that up." But it's nerves, even though I don't feel nervous, actually nervous, you're tense. It's like a workout when you're posing. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's always around the posing and the positioning. "Oh, I could have been more upfront. I could have gone to town in the pose down," or whatever. So, I think you're always looking to, I say, grow rather than improve.
Yeah. 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 I thought you was gonna say something else. I didn't want to cut you off. That's why I was a little quiet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not very easy. Like you gotta work at it. You know, I'm not a bodybuilder, but you know, from hearing people, you know, talk about it, you know, it's not very easy, you know,
No.
for it's a discipline. I look at it more as a discipline than a sport, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
I
agree.
mean, because I mean, reality, you're competing against yourself. You
Mm,
know, you know, it's not. I don't think you know bodybuilding. It's always in the general public is looked at as a sport, but more of a discipline because
mm,
it's not very easy to diet and you know just just eat the same meals all the time. So yeah.
yeah.
So is it?
It
I'm sorry.
No, you're right, you've nailed it. And
Yeah.
I think it's easier for some people if that's already in them, and it was definitely already in me that, I'm quite driven, and when I do something, I go for it. As you know, as a runner, I didn't just jog around, I was serious, I competed as well. So I do think that gave me a foundation. When I do something, I commit to it. But I also think people can grow into that.
Right.
You know, it's not yeah, it's not impossible for anyone to do it. It's just how badly you want to do it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's not very easy. I know, and then it's a financial thing too. Like,
Yeah.
have you traveled like in other places besides New Zealand?
I did a show in Singapore, and I was in
Okay.
Vegas in 2024, which competing with, WFF, which was an incredible experience.
You know,
Um,
you might have ran into yeah, are you familiar with Megan McCullough? Dr.
no.
Megan McCullough? Oh, okay. Because she's in that same division
Oh,
that
okay,
you're in. Yeah,
okay,
sports model. Yeah. That's where it kind of like clicked in my head. Yeah, I know this is familiar, you know.
okay. I'll have
Yeah,
to look it up
yeah,
now.
yeah. Yeah, she's in California. She's what she is. She's like a therapist, a fitness
Oh,
therapist and stuff like that.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
So
brilliant.
yeah. So you also do like you're a fitness trainer as well, right?
I don't actually train people, I'm
Oh,
not a
okay.
personal trainer. I'm the
Okay.
behavioral side of it. So
Behavior. Okay.
yeah.
Um,
So I'm interested in supporting people to actually follow through with their plans and their nutrition. So people who struggle with their PT, even though they might get on with them, but they're actually
mm,
not making progress. And
yeah.
I think that's the missing uh, thing for so many people is they've got the plan, they've got the person coaching them, but they still can't get where they wanna go, and that's looking at your behavior and being really honest about it, and most PTs do not well, I'd say, yeah, 90% of PTs do not have that skill set.
You know, when you say PT, like what you mean? I'm sorry if I'm not
Personal
familiar.
personal
Oh,
trainer.
personal. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. I got you. I got you.
yeah,
I got you. Yeah.
um,
Did you have anybody like told you like the reason like why they have have themselves like stop them from going further to their goals?
the biggest one, and we don't like to hear this, is they actually don't want it badly enough.
Mm,
So they're not prepared to do what it takes to get what they want,
mm.
and
Now,
that takes
how many people that do that? Like, is it a lot?
I would say it's a lot of people, KLA, yeah, I really would. Um, but what we tend to do, and this is something else why in some ways behavior analysts are not popular people because we call you out and we don't soften it. We say, "What are you actually doing? I know what you want. You wanna step on stage, you wanna be a bikini, sports, whatever, but what are you doing to get there?" And they'll say, "Oh, I'm
Mhm,
training, I'm doing this." But then what I'm challenging them to do is to look at what they're actually doing with their training. Are they extending themselves? Are they following the instructions to the letter? Because often they're not.
mm,
And once you start picking away and getting them to be truthful with themselves about why they want to be on stage. Why is it so important for you to get up on stage as a bikini athlete? For me, it was about proving to myself what I was capable of, and that I was tired of playing small and underselling myself, and therefore, I was gonna do whatever it took to get me up there. There was just
Mm.
nothing stopping me. And I think once you get in touch with a reason as to why you want something, not just to get in the dress for the wedding or not just to look pretty or whatever, but a really emotional connection to it, you will just fly with it. But most
Yeah.
PTs are too busy drilling down on, doing your I don't know, whatever it is, doing it better. But the
Yeah.
behavior analyst in me goes, "We wanna discover why it's important to them so that they can lock into that, and then they'll follow the instructions because 'cause they'll do whatever it takes to get there."
What is that they stumble on? Is it? I know you said the training, but like, what about? Is it the diet too? Like, is it the like? What kind of like diet plan that you give them?
I don't do the diet plans, so they would
Oh,
come
okay.
to me. Yeah, they'd come to me because they're not getting where they wanna go, and they're
Oh,
following. Yeah. Um, I it I one of the questions I ask them, and this is not, like, directly related to fitness, it goes back to this, "Why are you wanting it?" I go, "What are you prepared to do to get what you want? And in the process, why is it super important for you?"
mm,
Those are questions, and if you can answer those, and that takes a process because we go back to what's important to them, what really matters to you. A lot of people go, "I wanna be fit and healthy so that I can actually still be functioning in my 60s and 70s.
yeah,
I wanna be able to, I don't know, do things with my partner well beyond when our working slowed down a bit. I wanna be there for my grandchildren. I know I can do this. I've sold myself short my entire life, and now I feel I'm ready," which is it's often an age thing. People realize you're running out of time.
yeah,
Um, so, yeah, it's getting into their personal emotional connection with why their goal is so important to them. But
yeah,
because the food and the training we know is gonna be hard work. There's no shortcut. I can't it's gonna be hard work. For some people, it's easier because of their living arrangements or they've got a natural flair or a desire to be disciplined and they find it easier. But either
mm,
way, we still know that process is going to require a certain amount of effort.
mm,
And so when you're struggling, you can then go, "I'm doing this. I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it because I believe at my very heart I am capable of it." And that fires you up.
yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah, that's. I mean, like where you're at, like is there like statistics of a lot of unhealthy people like here in the
Oh,
US?
yeah. I haven't actually looked into it, but I think
No.
we're not good here. Yeah.
Mm,
Even though we've got the clean green image, and we've got the amazing weather most of the year, um, yeah, it's I say to people, "You've gotta remember another challenge in life, and that is the minute you start doing something different, you're gonna stick out." 'Cause most people take the path of least resistance,
mm,
which is, you know oh, well, I'd like to get on stage, but, I'm 45, I've had 3 kids, I've got a husband that doesn't like healthy eating, it's all too hard.
yeah, yeah. Well, we got a guest. All the way is George Page. Hey, George, how you been, man? Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, it's not easy, a lot of times. I mean, I know you probably must have hear that a lot, a lot. I think if you really serious of accomplishing a goal, you can't let things stop you.
Mm,
So yeah.
yeah.
So
And I think
so
it's,
well,
there's a famous expression about arguing for your limitations, arguing why you can't do something, and that's a warning sign for me that that person isn't ready yet.
yeah. Is
That
it
makes
mostly like women you talk to, or you talk to some men at
um,
times?
yeah, I've had a few male clients, yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah, they haven't been fitness people. They've just come to me, yeah, through word of mouth. I've done some mainly about partners, actually, funnily enough, relationships and stuff like that. But my main, obviously, is women.
Yeah. Let me see, George. It's about learning to be comfortable with being
Oh,
uncomfortable. Yeah.
love it. Yeah, yeah, and that's life, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like how was your training? Like, do you like when you doing like fit model, like what are some of the trainings that you was doing and weight, in the weight room?
I'm building my glutes. As a runner, that
Yeah.
has been the ongoing issue for me. My upper body seems to just pop, but it's been a real, and the legs and the glutes have been a real, my main focus, definitely.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I'm currently doing 4 days a week, excuse me, um, because I'm building for my first pro show here in New Zealand in September.
Okay. Yeah. How do you feel about that? Like, you excited or?
Yeah, I am excited, I'm always excited about shows, but I because that's another thing actually. I want to enjoy the process as much as possible. I know it's hard, but I actually have trained myself over the years to see something as a challenge as actually being exciting, not daunting. Because as George said, it's learning to embrace the uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
I think that's gold.
I'm not
That's
laughing at you. I'm just laughing at him. But he know what I'm insinuating. But
I
yeah, it's easy to say it, but putting into practice is not very easy.
Yep,
So I'm gonna
yep,
just leave it like that.
you leave it like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
and
yeah,
that's why I
no,
do what I do.
yeah, that's cool. Like, I know, like outside of bodybuilding, you're really into nature. Like, I've seen you like riding horses and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Do you take care of animals?
I have a little dog, and I have my 2 horses who keep me sane in the madness. Yeah, yeah, I grew up on a we call them lifestyle blocks here, with some land
Okay.
and some pets, animals. So yeah, I'm really blessed to have my horses and my little dog. Yeah.
Well, okay. Like, would you like before bodybuilding? Oh, you used to do running. Like, was
Yeah.
you do like competitive running? Like in
Yeah, I did.
competitions?
Yeah, I ran a very famous marathon here in New Zealand. I did it's, Rotorua Marathon, which is,
Mm,
the equivalent to some of your big races. People come from overseas to run it, and it's a real
mm,
you run around a huge lake. I yeah, I loved running. It was very hard for me to switch from running to going into the gym.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
I
that
know
was space. Yeah.
I know with running, at some point it kind of affects your knees because there's people who have run for years and then they stopped and yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, because I was running at times, and sometimes you like after you run, your knees would be really sore, or
Mm.
your heels, like the
Mm.
back of your heels, you feel it and stuff. And that was like my way of, because somebody had told me about it, like start running, you get your cardiovascular good,
Yeah.
and but I noticed like your body be so intense, your body be so tense like after it, and it's important for you to relax your body,
Yeah.
because you'll yeah, it's really you'll increase like stiffness and all that
Mm.
stuff, and yeah, so yeah, was
Yeah,
you
and
going through that like a
I
lot?
knew, yeah, I knew it wasn't doing me any good. I also had quite a few food issues that
Yeah,
personally that I was trying to manage, which was another reason why I got into bodybuilding, because I knew I had to fuel my body to generate muscle. So that was a mind game for me. Um, and the irony is also that for women in particular, and I think it's for everybody really, is we should be doing more lifting weights and less full on hard cardio.
yeah.
Um, yeah, the running, I don't think we're designed for that sort of long distance running. The odd run around the
That's
block.
interesting. You saying that. That's interesting. I don't hear too many women say that. That's very interesting, because nowadays you really can't tell women what they can do or what they can't do. So that's very interesting that you say that.
Well, I
So,
guess I say to people, I know I'm proof that you can reshape your body
right.
through weight training, not through cardio. Because I
Yeah.
had run since I was 18 right up to my late 40s, and I was straight up and down, no shape, no muscle. Um, and in the last 10 years, I have shaped my body. So that's why I say to people, it's worked for me. Maybe it will work for you. Give it a try.
Yeah.
It's worth a try. But I think there's a
Yeah.
lot of evidence around it now that
Yeah.
lifting weights create longevity, enhances longevity.
Yeah. I mean, you look good for your age. I mean, just especially on stage. Yeah, like I mean, I'm not against women, weight training and stuff. I know a lot. I mean, I think it depends. I mean, there's extremes and
Yeah,
there's less extremes, but I know women, especially on the internet, they get that flack about you look like a man and stuff like
yeah,
that. But I mean, it's people that want attention, really. They get on fat people. There's women that they got a large following, and they get that. I don't know to say as much as the women that are fit, but they still do get like flack about them being overweight. But they
yeah,
got a lot of guys that's really into that,
yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I guess that's a life message, though, KLA, isn't it? We all have different things that appeal to us.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
some men do not like muscular women. Well, that's okay.
yeah, yeah,
Just, let it go. Some men like, yeah, you're well-rounded, great. But for me, that's why, and you said this way back, you've got to do it for yourself.
yeah,
Um, and I haven't been insulted or felt insulted by anybody. Probably haven't been out there enough yet to have some haters, but I I would actually be flattered if someone said I look like a man, because it would mean I'd have some muscles.
yeah. I mean, it
So
gets old. I mean, it gets old and stuff like that because a lot of them, especially with the women bodybuilders or whatever division, they get it and then they make the videos about how some men or some of them they pointed out, how men kind of like say that they look like a man, but it's not just men too, it's
Yeah.
women also that
Yeah.
they, because I've seen it too with women, and they just as bad, but they don't troll like the men, but they give you these looks and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and yeah, so
And I always think and I can't remember who said this, there's somebody famous who said it, that people who are going places, people who are successful haven't got time to be rude to other people. It's always the
yeah,
people who are going, and you've got to remember that. Why am I giving these people even the time of day?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Another one though, and when people say you look like a man, especially people my age, I would go, "Have you looked at the men recently?" Ah, I don't know, 'cause they're sort of saying you look like Arnie, aren't they? Let's be honest. You look like a muscular man,
Unfortunately, yeah.
not your
I
average
mean,
man.
some things, yeah, some things it's like exaggerated. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
You're not doing, you're just doing it for yourself. I mean, a lot of the women that I would say that look fit, they look good. Like a lot of them, they get like a large following, way
yeah,
more than what I get. Like if I post something on Instagram or whatever, I'm not getting too much attention unless if I post something about a woman that's fit. But yeah, like yeah, that's the stigma of women that are fit nowadays. A lot of times,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah. All the way, George Page. What is the thing you like the training?
Oh, so like my favorite exercise.
Yeah, that's where you.
I do like upper body training actually, which is odd for a woman because most women like the glute stuff. I love doing my shoulders. Yeah, and I probably enjoy deadlifts. I do quite like
Mm,
deadlift.
mm,
Um, but I've trained myself to embrace everything just by tuning into what it's doing for me. So I don't see it as painful, I see it as I'm building the body that's gonna get me up on stage looking my best.
yeah,
Uh, so yeah, I don't think there is anything I don't enjoy doing, but obviously I do have preferences, yeah, which would be
do
the
you
shoulder.
do calisthenics? Do you do like don't oh you don't do
No, I
like push-ups or pull-ups or anything like that? Or you just
Oh,
mostly
there you
do the
go. I
weight?
hate pull-ups. I hate
Oh
pull-ups.
no?
That's the one.
Oh.
I do I no, I don't do push-ups. I have to be quite careful of,
Mm,
the angle of my arms for push-ups, and
yeah.
so I compensate with other exercises because I think that's something I've learnt to embrace as well,
Mm,
is, individually, we all have weaknesses and strengths within what
right.
exercises work best for us.
Right.
So I've got more confident at rather than pushing through the pain, I actually go, "No, this isn't good for me. I need to find another way to work those muscles." Um, so yeah, yeah.
Do you have family that supports you or ever been to your shows?
Well, my brother's back in the UK now. They had been to my shows,
Okay.
some of my shows, yeah. Um, but yeah, my dad's passed away and my mum is now in a care home with dementia, so that's a bit sad. But,
Oh, okay.
no, it tends to be just me.
Mm,
Me supporting me, yeah. I've got a lot of friends who back me, definitely.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, 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 that's pretty good. Have you ever got like a social life, or like you find somebody that like a boyfriend or something, and he kind of accepts what you do, and or
Well, it's funny you say that because I've reconnected with somebody who's in
okay.
another country, which is interesting. But he's very into fitness, but doesn't compete. He's just a real backyard fitness person. Um, and I say to him, he could walk on stage tomorrow. He's one of
Yeah,
those
that's
people,
cool.
all the genetics. But no, my social life is like it's not separate. I feel I'm living it all the time, like with my clients online. I'm into cars. I have classic cars, so they get me out to shows and stuff. Um, but I'm not a going to bars person, or I don't know. I'm not into what do they call it? Like surface conversation. Does that make sense?
I think I know what you're talking about, what you're trying to say. You don't mind socializing, but you're not
I'm not a
too
party
social.
person. Yeah,
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 I got you. I got
yeah.
you. I got you. I mean,
I
that guy that's from another country, that I think that's good enough. I mean, maybe he need to see you and go to your shows, and yeah, that'd be
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah. I hope to catch up with him at some point, but yeah, it's been nice to share some stuff with him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like so you're how many weeks you're out again with this upcoming show, your pro debut show in New
Um,
Zealand?
9 weeks.
9 weeks?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. And they got sports model, figure, what else
yeah.
they have?
It's the INBA South Pacific, sorry, INBA Pacific Rim, so that it attracts a lot of competitors from the islands down here. Uh,
Okay.
we we have all the divisions that you'd get at um, figure, physique, sports model. There'll be the glamour round. There's a swimsuit round. There's a bodybuilding. And then there's all the men's classes as well.
Okay. Yeah. You ever take breaks? Like from your 13 shows you competed?
I probably could have done more shows, but I've had a year out during the international pandemic crisis.
Right.
Um, and I think that I've done less shows than a lot of other people, but as you said, it's a big investment financially to do a show,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I've also been building my own business, which has taken me, split energy at times. But I feel in a really good place now to be able to see how my competing supports my business, because it's me actually living what I'm sharing with my clients.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And not you're just gonna say more. Because sometimes you kind of stop, and I think you're finished, and I don't want to cut you off, but
no, that's okay. No, I just say it's trying to bring all your life together, which is why
yeah.
I said about your social life. I don't see my life as pockets. I see it as I'm doing it all the time.
I got
That,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Well, I don't want to take you hostage, but I really appreciate you. Um, giving your experience, and yeah, I'm look forward in doing another interview with you if you open to it.
I'd love
Yeah,
to. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, been an amazing opportunity. Thank you, KLA. And this in
Yeah, I
itself,
appreciate you.
yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate. I know people that's from New Zealand, at my old job, years
Oh,
ago.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. I used to do like this newspaper, and some of them came over there, and did like certain positions there and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I knew about New Zealand and stuff.
We're here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bottom the bottom of the
yeah,
world. No, it's
yeah.
been fantastic. Thank you for the opportunity. I've really,
No,
really
I appreciate you. Thank you.
no worries.
Um,